What's good, y'all boys and girls? It's your one and only BZOY, aka Brian the Creator, aka Brian Bryce. If you haven't heard it yet, Kyrie Irving is now the starting point guard for the Boston Celtics. The Cleveland Cavaliers traded away Kyrie Irving for the Nets' first-round pick, which could potentially be Michael Porter Jr. or MB3, Jae Crowder, and Isaiah Thomas. That's right, Isaiah Thomas is now the starting point guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I wish this trade didn't have to go down, but it did. I really like seeing Kyrie on the Cavs, but I guess his wish was sorta granted. I want to get in on this trade, but the real purpose for this video is to determine which team is better. Which team can win in a 7-game series? Can Kyrie Irving actually bring a team to the finals by being their leader? The only way Kyrie can go to the finals is by defeating the best team in the East, which is still the Cleveland Cavaliers. In this video, we're gonna find out which team is better, which team won the trade, and which team is going to the finals to compete against the Warriors for a ring. Man, I still can't believe the Celtics traded away a point guard that averaged almost 29 points per game in the regular season, was a huge reason why their team captured the first seed in the East, was a huge reason why they lasted so long in the playoffs, and the Celtics were complete trash when he got injured against the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals, and he played a game after his sister's tragic death. Isaiah gave the Celtics his all, even his tooth. But yet, he was still traded because they didn't want to pay the man next offseason. Damn, that's crazy, but hey, some of us did expect this trade to come. And if you want to know who I think won in this trade, I'll say the Cavs won. For now, because they have a better team right now, better bench, and they didn't lose too much in their starting five. But gotta remember, IT has an expiring 1-year contract, so Isaiah can leave the Cavs if he wants to after this season. And the only way the Cavs can keep him is by letting some players with big contracts go. So that's why I said Cavs won for now. Sure, they can draft Michael Porter Jr., but they are really in need of a point guard in case IT and Rose doesn't resign. Meanwhile, the Celtics will still have Kyrie for another year. Damn, I said I wouldn't go in on this trade, but I had to. Now on to this video. Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics first season turns out to be a success. Wow, that's weird because they traded their whole team away. I guess Brad Stevens forced them to hang out all day, every day, just to make their teammate chemistry shoot up. They went 51-31 and finished third in the Eastern Conference. Surprisingly, even without Crowder and Bradley, they were the third best defensive team in the East. Now, on to the stats you've been waiting for. Kyrie Irving averaged 23 points and 6 assists per game. Irving was definitely the man on his team because he led the team in points and assists per game. On the other hand, Isaiah helped the Cavs team go 59-23, which was a good enough record to help them secure the first seed in the East. Isaiah Thomas was so good, he led the Cavaliers in points per game. He finished his season with 23 points and 7 assists per game. So him and Kyrie basically were even this season. The Cavs didn't really lose much production from their point guard role, and neither does the Celtics. The only difference between them is that one player is on the better team. In the postseason, both teams managed to expel their opponents out the playoffs. They both breezed their way to the Eastern Conference Finals to face each other. Isaiah Thomas has a chance to make it to the finals for the first time, and while doing that, he can get revenge on his former team. On the other side, we have Kyrie Irving desperately trying to show the world he's a leader and he can lead his team to the finals without LeBron James. History is going to be made in this 7-game series. Time to decide which team made the right move. In game 1, Kyrie and Horford both dropped 29 points and had 3 other players that had double-digit points. But for the Cavs, they had 7 players with double-digit points. Kevin Love led the Cavs with 31 points. He couldn't be stopped out there. The Cavs blow out the Celtics 112-135. In game 2, the Cavaliers bench get lit. They scored 39 points as a bench. Their leading scorers were Channing Frye, Kyle Korver, and Isaiah Thomas. They all had 18 points. Kyrie and Hayward both scored 20+ points, but that didn't matter because the Celtics were in constant foul trouble. It was already bad enough for them to only attempt 9 free throws the whole game, but they fouled the Cavs so much that the Cavaliers attempted 43 free throws that game. And that was the real reason why the Cavs won 95-113 in game 2. In game 3, Kyrie Irving was the only one to show up. He dropped 22 points while everyone else on the team was struggling. But for the Cavs, they took advantage and went beast mode. Kevin Love once again led the Cavs in points. He dropped a huge 35 points. And to add to that, Isaiah Thomas and LeBron James goes brazy as well. IT dropped a huge 32 points on Kyrie's head, and LeBron James finished with 29 points. So in total, the big three finished with 96 points. Almost more than what the Celtics had as a whole. The Cavs demolishes the Celtics 142-100. In game 4, the Cavs have a chance to sweep Kyrie's dreams away. This is a big game for Kyrie and the Celtics, and they sure do deliver. They shot a lot of free throws, their bench played their hearts out, and Kyrie Irving drops a huge 33 points. But Kevin Love was not playing games. He tried to finish it, and then to make matters worse, D Rose rolls. He came out of nowhere with 21 points and 9 assists. Things were looking tough for the Celtics until Kyrie Irving hit a game-winning 3. That 3 helped the Celtics win 126-124. The Celtics live on to see a game 5. In game 5, it was once again all on Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving plays his heart out. He left sweat and tears on the court, but his 27 points weren't enough. His teammates were nowhere to be found. Tristan Thompson surprisingly dominated this game and dropped 21 points along with Isaiah Thomas' double-double. LeBron beasted by dropping a triple-double. The Cavaliers were just unstoppable. It sucks to see Kyrie being the only one to deliver, but hey, it's what he asked for. The Cavs eliminates the Boston Celtics after beating them 110-96. LeBron gets revenge on Kyrie, Isaiah gets revenge on the Celtics, and now Kyrie is thinking about life. Isaiah wins his first Eastern Conference championship and moves on to face the Warriors. Luckily enough, they were good enough to beat the Warriors in 7 games. Isaiah Thomas ended up winning his first ever ring, Derrick Rose ended up winning his first ever ring, and LeBron James now has his 4th. Poor Kyrie, this probably could have been your second, but hey. So NBA 2K17 believes that the Cavaliers are still the better team, and Kyrie's decision was pretty costly. But hey, this is just one season. Maybe Irving will win some in the future. But for now, to wrap up this video, please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. It really means a lot to me and my channel. Leave a comment and tell me which team you think is better, and I want to know your thoughts on the Isaiah for Kyrie trade. Like I always say, 1,000 fans are better than 1,000,000 views. So if you like my content, please make sure to subscribe. Groovy Club, I'm signing out. Groovy gang! Groovy!
I done told you that I'm that man. Yeah, feeling like Batman. And I told you that my niggas going that way. Yeah, we going that way. Hold up, what my stats say? We way